That brings us to Mississippi Valley State head coach Karl Morgan. Is Coach Morgan on the call?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Morning. Tough loss again for your guys on Saturday. 7-point loss to Southern. If you could, just kind of summarize that, and then you head to Alabama A&M and Huntsville this weekend, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Lake Southern here this past weekend, and like you said, lost 21-28. It was tied in the fourth quarter. They got a big 58-yard reception. Missed the tackle on the guy, ran down the sideline with a touchdown. We were driving in on the last offensive possession of our last offensive possession of the game. Actually got down to the 17-yard line. Thought we had 1st and 10, but we had a holding called against us and brought us back. And so that basically ended our hopes. But I thought the guys played hard, and we actually thought that we were going to win the game. But it didn't work out that way. We have Alabama A&M go down to Huntsville this weekend. They are coming off a win against Pine Bluff, where they came back from, I don't know how many points down, 21 points down or something in the fourth quarter to win the game. So, and they're on a 3-game win streak and playing real well. So it's going to be a tough game this weekend.
We'll open it up for questions for head coach Morgan from Mississippi Valley State.
Hey, Coach, this is Kendrick Marshall from HBCU Fan Nation.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Yeah, with these last 2 games you guys played, you've been in both of them in the fourth quarter. How much confidence will you guys gain after those 2 games going down to Huntsville?
I think we should have some. We still have to find a way to win in the end. But I think everybody from the staff and the players on down are encouraged. We're closer than we've been. So that's all the reason to keep the spirit and the momentum going in the right direction.
Coach, you were able to rush the ball very well against Southern, 230 yards on the ground. Were they just taking away some of your passing game with Paul Cox too, or talk about that?
Well, we started our backup quarterback instead of Garrick. Garrick Jones is our starter, has been our starter, but Garrick has a high ankle sprain. That ankle sprain has been bothering him every week the last 3 or 4 weeks. And so we decided to give him a rest because it just wasn't healing, and he would start the game and wouldn't finish the game. So we started Marvin Pittman, and there's a drop off there with Marvin. Marvin came in the week before against Alcorn and went 8 for 9 with 2 touchdowns. So that was a real positive. Not Alcorn, but against Prairie View. That was a real positive deal. But he struggled some throwing the ball this past weekend. So I think it was a combination. We were running fairly successfully at the start, and we had trouble throwing the ball, so we kind of stuck to the run a little bit more so than the pass.
Obviously that affected your passing game, but certainly Cox with 3 catches and 28 yards those aren't the numbers we're used to seeing from Paul.
No. Like I said, he was under pressure when he went back to pass, and we were 8 of 25 with 3 interceptions. So that wasn't very good, and but we just couldn't get the ball out there. Like I said, we dropped back and we would have a lot of pressure. He sacked us 3 times, and then we threw 3 interceptions. So the mindset was, hey, let's take what we can get, and that was yards on the ground.
Defensively, though, certainly one of the better games. You've got 2 guys with double-digit tackles. You've got a couple interceptions. You have to be pleased with the progress your defense has shown.
Yeah, we played a little bit better on defense. We wound up with 4 turnovers. On the flip side of that, we gave the ball up 4 times. So we came out of the game as a 0 on turnover margin. But if we can get 4 turnovers and limit our turnovers, that would definitely help us. They returned one of the interceptions for a touchdown. We returned an interception for a touchdown also. So it kind of canceled out the turnover battle bid. But we did play better on defense than we played the last few weeks, so that's a plus. Hopefully that can continue, and like I said, hopefully that elusive win will come one of these next few weeks.
You talked a little bit about that elusive win. Is there a sense on this team that it's coming?
Yeah. I think that's the thing that's keeping hope alive. I think we're close, and I think if we had been close or we weren't close, I think it would be a harder sell each and every week to the players. I think the last few weeks have been pretty easy because they see themselves getting a little bit better, and I think that, they see the finish line and they're trying to lean for the tape. So I think that's the carrot that's keeping everybody motivated, and it's important that we go this weekend and play real well and get better. And that's the mindset. Each and every day, each and every week, let's get a little bit better. And if we can do that, at the end of the deal, this program will have moved forward.
A&M obviously coming off a big win. They were down 20 in the fourth quarter, able to come back and probably using a lot of that momentum coming into this game. But Mason, what do you see from him as the quarterback and kind of one of the experienced guys, and then finding Milton as his counterpart there?
I think the quarterback is a tough guy, a big guy. Looks like he's big and strong, and he's hard to bring down. I think he's able to be somewhat mobile in the pocket, move around, and Pine Bluff had a time bringing him down once they got to him. And the wide receiver Milton did a good job of staying alive, getting open, and running with the ball out to the catch. I was impressed with that comeback, and to drive the ball, that last drive all the way down the field, and to convert was really impressive. And I think they have to have a lot of momentum and life from that, from such a big win when it looked like certain defeat.